Yo, what's up? So, today I'm going to be doing a review of the JK Orca clone. This is from AliExpress. And I love this thing. I've had it for 2 years, so I'm pretty damn comfortable with it now. Also, the sunset is, well, the sun's going down. That's what I meant to say. Also, the sun's going down right now, so I thought it would be perfect time to start getting some footage of me flipping. Alright, but this thing, I don't know a lot of the specifications behind it. I think it's a 5.5 inch blade. The handles are about the same length, a little bit longer. That's what it looks like closed. It is a pinless design, so here, if you can have a look at that. I love the way that this thing looks. It's based off of JK Orca, and also his other designs. I really love that guy's stuff, but I also don't have the shit ton of money that it requires to actually buy one. So I didn't, and I was like, well, you know, there's one on AliExpress, so let me go ahead and pick one up, because I really want one. I just messed that parabolic up so that I learned those recently, which I'm pretty stoked about. Yeah, but this knife is very nice. Another thing that you might want to know about this and my review before I actually get into how it flips, I definitely have a neutral preference, maybe slightly handle biased, but this thing is pretty much that. I mean, that's almost dead neutral, but there is a lot of end weight to it. So what I mean by that is that the ends of the handles have a lot more weight focused on them, instead of throughout the handle, because this is a channel design. As you can see, there's speed channels right here and a little bit of holes there. The speed channel provides some good grip. There's no texturing on this face though, because usually that's where the engraving for JK goes. There's nothing on them, and on the inside too, but it looks really good still. And there is jimping on it, which I really like. The jimping helps a lot for tricky stuff like choker fans, which are one of my favorite tricks. And that one looked terrible. Let me try that again. That one also looked terrible. Alright, well, I'm probably not doing this knife too great of a justice with my flipping right now, but the jimping on it is excellent. It really is. It's got some really deep grooves on the jimping. There's some cutouts for it, and you can just really feel where your thumb is placed, or any finger is placed along the end of the handle. And there's a little bit of a 45-degree chamfer on it, so you can kind of feel like where it is whenever you're flipping it around. So it's easy to locate just based on feel alone. What the knife is doing or where it is. So it helps out a lot whenever you're learning stuff. I got this as a trainer. There is a trainer blade that came with it. I bought the live blade, and the live blade is based off of a Monarch, which is also JK, but it's a different one of his knives, and it's kind of like a mesh of the two. I think it looks really nice though. And yeah, it flips really good. It's got the same balance as what I like. It's got end weight. It's got good tip weight too, which means it'll fan pretty good. Oh, damn, I can't even fan right now. What the fuck? Oh my god. What's going on today? I think it's because I'm trying to do it horizontally. It's not the flattest fan, let's be honest, but it still fans. It does slow down a little bit, but you can still do reverse fans as well. Yeah, but it's pretty well rounded. I picked it up for, I think, $112 whenever I got it. It might be more now. I think the last time I saw it, it was like 120 for the same thing. And it did not come with the live blade, it was just the trainer. And whenever I spent the money on mine, I got it for both. So that $112 was shipping, the knife, and the live blade. So yeah, overall I think it's a good purchase. If you're looking at getting one, I still think it's probably worth the $120, because it's just a very good flipping experience. It's on bushings. I have extra hardware for it. The tap and play is a little bit beat, because I mean, I've owned this for 2 years, and this is the only knife that I had for like a year. So I beat the hell out of it. Okay, so the tap and play is probably not a good representation of what you're gonna get whenever you actually get the one. I did have spare hardware that I tuned. I'm not great at tuning though either, but this is what it's like. Not terrible, but not great either. Here's the play. But I think the fact that this has lasted 2 whole years, it really does say something about the quality of it. Instead of like lasting 3 months. Yeah, this thing looks amazing during the sunset. Woo. Based off looks, I give this thing like 8 out of 10. You know, the anodization fades a little bit quick, because this used to be like a much brighter blue. Now it's like kind of a two-tone blue. Outside, it just looks silver outside. I've had a couple videos that I took of it, and it just looked like there wasn't any anodization at all on the knife. But it's got a blue anodization. I'm sure you can get it in other colors too, based off of where you get it. But the anodization does fade a little bit. Oh, the handles are titanium, which is a pretty big bonus for something you're only paying like $100 for. Like, titanium is fucking expensive, dude. At some point I was trying to make my own butterfly knife, because I'm pretty interested in CAD. So I tried to make some handles myself with the same for the trainer blade, so then I could like have my own trainer be used with different handles that I made myself. And I was gonna try and make the balance point where I wanted it, like exactly. And then I got to the point where I was gonna do that, and it was like $400 for just a set of 2 handles, which is totally fucked. And the way that they do this is that they kind of mass produce them. So they'll send it out to a bunch of different factories, and they'll produce them for them, and it'll actually cut down on costs for everything. So that's how they actually have it so cheap. These aren't handmade or anything like that. They're outsourced to different factories. But regardless of that, like, it flips good. It flips really, really good. Oh shit. First drop of the day. But yeah, it looks great in the sunlight. If you are considering picking up Balisong, and you have you know, a mid-range price, if you're considering picking up a mid-range priced Balisong, and you don't mind getting a clone, I would honestly suggest this. Like, it's great. This has been my #1 Bally that I've been using for the past 2 years, mainly because I'm so comfortable with it. That's why. This has kind of developed my flipping preferences when it comes to balance point and everything like that. I'm very satisfied with my purchase. Also, speaking of clones, a lot of people shit on them, but I think the cloning community of Balisongs is a little bit justified whenever this knife itself, like the real one, costs like $1.5 grand, and that's like not resale. If you're trying to get one mint resale, that's probably like fuck, I don't know, 1 kidney. But yeah, and so I did pick up another clone recently. I have a couple new Balisongs that I might make a review on. I have a Tsunami clone that's a burn Ano, and I think that one's pretty interesting. Might do a video on that. But it's just a lot of fun flipping these things, and I think what you get quality-wise versus price compared to the real thing, you really can't go wrong with this. Because I could buy like probably 6-7 of these before I would have to worry about getting more value out of it with the real one. So objectively, just no, I'm gonna buy this instead. I'm sorry, JK, I'm sure your knives are wonderful. I haven't even flipped with a real one, so I can't really compare how this is gonna flip compared to the real thing, but it still does have some solid flipping. Here's a sound test, by the way. I haven't oiled this thing in like a week. But it still sounds good. The best way I can describe the sound, if you can't really hear it too great because I'm outside, it's kind of like if you dropped a ball bearing on a sheet of thin metal, and it's like when it's stopped bouncing, just before it stops bouncing. As for how sharp it is, it's not super sharp. Not anymore, at least. It's got a flipping edge. The tip's still pretty good. Oh, it's dirty. Damn. But it still holds its finish pretty well, even though I've beat this thing. I've used it as my daily knife, if you can believe it or not. Open packages with this, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I really can't say any more good things about this. It's quite beautiful. And I don't know, if you're looking for something mid-range, pick it up. All right. Peace.